What's up, everybody? It's your man right here, Soapbox. And I want to talk about these people on the left. I want to talk about them and how they're a bunch of hypocrites. And I can feel like I can talk freely about these people on the left because I'm not a person who's so-called on the right. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I don't believe in neither side. I think both sides are pretty bad. But the left is worse. They're way worse. They don't stand for anything. They're a bunch of hypocrites. Hypocrites is what the left are. They used to be about civil liberties. They used to be about anti-war. Now they're just about confusion. Making confusion. More than two genders, and that's 72 genders, and trans children, and abortion, and what else are they for? Taking your guns, taking your right to speech, invading your privacy. They used to be against some of those things, but now they're just all over the place, man. They don't stand for anything, and now they're all upset and all up in arms of what happened in Washington D.C. in early part of this month. I think it's back in January the 6th, somewhere around in there. Oh, they're just clutching their pearls, and they're just falling out. Oh, they're traitors. Oh, the traitors. The Trump people are traitors. I think this whole thing is staged anyway. I really do. It shows us one or two things. That the government is so weak that they couldn't stop these people from going into the Congress, or either it's our stage. Either they're so weak they couldn't stop them, which proves that they are weak and that they need to go away, or they staged this. One of the two. But what can you say, man? And the thing about, I'm gonna talk about the right first. The thing about the right, we want Trump, the Trump. No, well, I wouldn't say the right. These people who call themselves some conservatives, because Trump is not a conservative. Oh, we want Trump, and we want Trump, and instead of closing the thing down, but we don't even need to go. They don't even need to go into there and go into the Capitol. Instead of doing that, just go live your life. Go just when they come to enforce the laws, these stupid federal laws or any laws they're trying to stop you from opening your business or having a life, just don't obey them. You don't have to go to them and go to their place and do anything. You really don't. It's not necessary. That gives them the power because you think they do. They really don't have power. Just don't obey them anymore. And that's the end of that. If you don't want to wear a mask, stop wearing them. Open up your business. Do what you want to do peacefully. But all the left is saying, oh, they're traitors. They should go to jail. But they didn't say anything, not a mumbling word, when all these riots were going on. And lots of people got killed. There's some people that got killed in these riots. When the left took over several parts of towns in Seattle, Chads, and they took over certain parts of the city, they said nothing. They were camping out all over the capitals. They were doing all kind of stuff, burning up stuff, tearing up police stations, killing people, tearing up people's private property. They weren't even dealing with the government. Not talking about police stations. No, they were tearing up Starbucks and people's businesses and all kind of stuff, even black-owned business. But they didn't do anything. They didn't say anything about that. Well, they said, "Oh, Trump is trying to he's sending in the federal police and he's just arresting them. He don't have the power to do that." These people on the left, there is no negotiating with them. There needs to be a separation from the wacky left from the rest of us. Now I might not agree with so-called some conservatives on a lot of issues, but I can probably deal with them better than these people on the left. These people on the left have no principles. None. Not one lick of principles. So all these wacky people who want to claim all this stuff, they're terrorists. They didn't say anything about what happened to Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and all this stuff that went on for months. Months. All over the country. Even happened in my city of Nashville, where they burned up the courthouse. And they said nothing. But they criticized Trump for wanting to help, or for not helping. And sometimes when he did help, they criticized him. So it's no dealing with these people, man. The solution is simple. We're going to have to find a way to get rid of this so-called federal government. And I'm not talking about going in and storming the Capitol building or anything. We're going to have to find a way to divorce. We're going to need a divorce in America. If not, it's going to get worse. And there's a lot of people going to really get hurt. Every election, like the last election before this one, back in 2016, the left, they were tearing up stuff after that. They act like they don't do anything. Man, these guys are violent. At least when these people on the right do this, they don't go tear up the town. They went in there and they basically put their feet up on the desk, but they didn't tear up anything. But the left tore up stuff. Tear up stuff that ain't got nothing to do with it. So it's time for separation. But the people on the left, there's some people on the right, but a lot of people on the left, they don't want separation because they know they don't want to pay those taxes. They don't want to really follow their regulations. They want to use these things as a way to weaponize. If you don't wear a mask, if you don't do this, and they can take you off an airplane, no-fly list. They want to have all this stuff. They can do that. They like confusion. But it's time to separate ourselves from those on the left. And I'm willing, like I said, I'm willing to hang out with the conservatives. They got more sense. At least they talk about free markets and rights. The left doesn't. They don't talk about anything. It's time to separate. It's time to separate from the left. All right, this your man right here, the Soapbox. Tell me what you guys think. It's time for a separation. It's time, and I'm talking about Civil War and all that stupid stuff. It's time to let them have New York. Let them live in New York. Let them have California and Oregon and some parts of Oregon and Washington and Illinois. Let these people have these places because they don't want to live there. They're going to self-destruct because if they know they get away, they're not going to survive. And sometimes the only way to teach people a lesson is to let them teach themselves. And when they go through all kind of hell and havoc, they're not going to ever admit that they're wrong. They'll just start correcting themselves. And they'll destroy themselves. I say, let the left be with the left. Let them go. Or break up in different states. Some parts of Northern California wants to be separate from Southern California. Southern Illinois wants to be separate from Northern Illinois. It's time for a separation. It's time for a separation on all kind of levels. Get rid of the federal government is the first step. Because every time somebody gets it, everybody's upset. Time to get rid of the thing. All right, so tell me what you guys think. God willing, I'll catch you guys in the future.